Be the next one to speak. Now he tells me I ain't got to go through all these things, but I feel I must. Let me tell you something. At 2 o'clock, when we opened up this parliament, there were 3 people in here. When this man gets up to speak, y'all may not like it, but he has earned his right. He's earned his right. That's your national spokesman. And anybody that don't like it, you just don't like it. You just don't like it. Please, keep some order and grow up. Stop. Peace. 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 No, peace. I'm speaking now. Now, peace. Listen. Let me get them straight. Let me get them straight here, right? God, leave that alone. First, I want to say I'm an older man. I'm not an old man, and I'm gonna explain something to y'all. I'm gonna go steps to the stage, and I got something to say. At one time, y'all saw me with teeth in my mouth. I ain't got no teeth in my mouth because they became no good and old and decayed. And what did I do? I took them out. I'm gonna get something to replace them. And I'm speaking today to take out this foolishness and this oldness and this decayedness that exists in people's minds and replace it with what's right. Because today is the 25th. We renew our history, not to talk about people, not to say who's going to speak and who's going to speak. It's nation business, and all they doing is making an announcement about something. It's about growth and development. There's a lot of things y'all need to know y'all don't know. It ain't y'all fault, but nobody's telling y'all. This is not a parliament. Once a month, y'all get up here and say this and say that and say that, and you leave with less than you came in with. You come to a parliament to understand what's taking place, to leave with more than you came with, to be enlightened, to be resourceful, to ask for information, to ask for assistance if you need it. Not to say you got being spoke at a parliament. A parliament is based on men and women making laws and carrying laws out. When you predict history, that's why we say a day is like 1,000 years to God. Basically, every 25 days we come to a parliament to renew history, not to do the same. Renewing history is not doing the same thing over and over again. People crying, the parliament is empty, so let it be empty. I don't care. All it takes is one. They're in the hallway. I don't care. Let them be in the hallway. All it takes is one. And with the modern technology that Rasheen got, taste me, film me, and ship it out and let the world know what we are talking about. And I represented it. I have now since 1966. Over 40 years, that don't make me better than nobody in this place. But I took my responsibility to want to go in the forefront and say I'm the national representative, which we all are. I ain't dealing with no protocol. I'm dealing with the science of how to build, just not talking, but living, and making people responsible to their birthright. Because I got the right to question every man, woman in here today, if I so choose to, if you say that you live in my way of life, because you cannot build a nation based on quotation and based on friendship and based because you're on a committee. You can't do it. You got to stop crying. The nation is fine. It's the people who come in your name ain't fine. It's wisdom, power. How long it take to make double? I ain't here to talk about how long it take to make what? Double. You can't make God. It's a natural right to you. So how long is it going to take for us to fulfill the collective goal that we are setting out to accomplish based on the mindset of our Father? All this is based on the mindset of our Father, who we bet when it's still alive. Not nobody in the sky. Some call him Clarence 13X. But we bet him as Allah. And he had a mindset. And he set a goal. He had an idea. How long do it take? But you can't answer that question because you don't understand what your promise is to fulfill that idea. And you can't make a promise to your nation or yourself unless you understand the ideal in itself of building a nation. Building a nation is not, and don't get me wrong, say save the children and have one event every 6 months for the children. You think you did something? Or come to the parliament, the children gotta do, the children gotta do. You ain't saving nobody. And I bet you're a skinny monkey to a jackrabbit. Everything I'm saying I said before, but I'm gonna continue to say it. Whether him or anybody don't like it. Because when it was named Daddy Rod, I was standing up here talking. And I'm gonna continue to talk because I'm an older, wise man. I'm not an old man. Because anything old got to decay. Because we live in a decayed day and time. All these niggas grumping and hollering about this and about that. They ain't in the street. They ain't on their job. They ain't on no post. That little shit they doing anything else. They ain't doing no nation. They ain't doing no nation. They ain't bringing nobody filling these seats up. If you understand my father's mindset, why do you hate me? Why do you hate your brother? How come you don't know your brother? How come you don't love your brother? How come you're afraid of your brother? How come you submit to another man that say he's your brother as a student because he talks faster than you, but he ain't saying none that make sense? Y'all ain't got the father mindset. All y'all got is the process of studying to be a civilized person. And you could kiss my brain cells if you don't like what I'm saying. Because half of y'all ain't civilized. Another half of y'all is savages. Because there's a difference. And don't get me wrong, if it fits you, then take it. A savage is a person who has lost knowledge of self. The 85% can't be a savage because they never had knowledge of self, but they're still a slave or mental death and power. Those who are uncivilized had it. Y'all are the savages, and they have uncivilized, because y'all have lost knowledge of self. Because y'all never understood what knowledge of self is. Y'all think knowledge of self is that you learn to quote 120, you stop eating pork, and you get a name, and you righteous. There's no instant righteousness like instant coffee. Ain't no microwave God, like you say. Ain't none of these things. But all these things are meant to be that we can see the reality of things. All these things was predicted by our Father, but we did not understand the prediction that he gave. How could you say that you make your history equal your home circumference approximately 25,000 miles, and none of y'all never saw 25,000 miles in the physical plane? Because we are not here to teach above the people head, we're here to teach into their head. So therefore, the lessons that y'all study is not but another man's question and another man what? Answer, unless you apply the science of living mathematics, which our language, to that information to get a proper understanding.
Word is born.